You see this Yuan-Ti standing in front of you as he points his staff at the zombie, at you. The zombies behind him all raise their hands up like they are getting ready for battle. They draw their weapons and raise their weapons and hands up. And you all feel like you may have walked into something that... Oh, there's my camera dies. I'm just going to turn this thing off because it's a piece of shit.
It kind of looks like a cool album cover, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Commander something. It's got to be some edgy name.
Mixtape.
Commander Homecoming. Right. Give me a second here. Let me switch this over. Ruin the moment for a second. As we do. Turn that on. Turn this on. It's like a 90s mixtape. Yeah. I feel like Commander Comes Home or something would be like a good title. Commander, Mama Loves Me, the album. The album, The Experience. All right.
The Experience.
All right. So we're back. So I want to describe a couple things to you and then give you a couple quick reminders. So one is the floor beneath you is pristine and looks, you know, super well kept for having been, you know, left alone for so many years. The entire temple seems very well put together. You can imagine this creature has a lot of respect for where he's at, this temple, but his lust for power has seemed to have kind of clouded his mind, and whatever humanity or whatever reasonableness that was left in this creature seems long gone. He doesn't even seem like he is a regular Yuan-Ti anymore. He seems so dead. And you can see his flesh is rotting off. He doesn't look like he was like killed. He looks like he's just died of like old age for the most part, and is just preserving himself as best he can with his necromantic magic. He looks like he is on his last legs already, this necromancer. But the real threat is all the other creatures around you that he has raised back to life. These creatures are many in number compared to you, and you've seen that they don't go down easy. So, behind him and behind all of them, if you scroll up on your map, I'm going to scroll up with you. I'm going to reveal the back area of the chamber as well to you, because you can see it's lit up. And there is a large stone slab with these like horned snake people on the slab, and it looks like a big altar. And I'm going to reveal it to you right here. Oh, that's... All right, here you go. Boom. So behind him is this large stone slab with these horned snake people on it, these hands kind of coming in all directions from it. And you notice that the Yuan-Ti is kind of standing in the same position as the person on the slab. He stands there with his hands kind of out in this almost like a T pose, but his hands kind of come out in both directions. He's holding onto his staff. And as he does, the zombies seem to react to that stance as they all start kind of slithering towards you. I want to remind you that this is a deadly encounter, your guys' first deadly encounter of the campaign, which means you really gotta like do your best to make optimized combat decisions. So don't go willy-nilly. Talk to each other. Plan stuff out. You're not sure if this is all the zombies in the area or if he's even got more backup. So you need to make sure that you really, you know, play it like you would a video game, like a high-level dungeon in World of Warcraft or something else. Because if you get caught out, their numbers are going to overwhelm you. And I'm just telling you as new players, I want to make sure that you're prepared for that kind of thing. So, with that said, we are going to keep the same initiative order that you guys had last time. And that's good for you because these bad guys rolled lower than the previous bad guys. Leon, you're still going to be going last, but everyone else is going to go before the bad guys. So, starting up at the top, the door opens up. You see the Yuan Ti in this whole chamber in front of you. Fergus, you're first to act. Quick on your feet, your little kobold self. You get down in your stance, a defensive stance. And everyone, let's go ahead and start our combat. So, Fergus, in front of you, the main boss is in the middle. On either side of him are equal numbers of zombie Yuan Ti. The ones with the white background, those are like the weaker ones. And then the ones that are kind of in front of it to the left and in front to the right that have like orange skin, those are like the thick ones with, they get 2 attacks each. Thicker HP.
Okay.
And then there's the main Yuan Ti in the middle here.
Oh.
Whoa. And they obviously know we're here because obviously the door is open.
Yeah, they're getting ready to attack.
Not good.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay safe distance-wise. I'll move forwards like to here. And I'm just gonna use my bow and shoot the guy in the middle, the strong boy.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack. So click on your short bow. A 14 is going to miss this guy. So as you fire, it actually goes like through his collarbone and out the other side. You can see that there's like a hole where his collarbone is. It just kind of goes like between his bones and out the other side. Hits the back wall. Then he kind of tilts his head at you. And he says, "Is that all after this many years?"
Uh-oh.
So that is your attack. Your movement, you still have some more movement, and you also have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I'm fine, I'm just gonna chill.
You're gonna just chill there? Alright. Next up is Victor, who is also going to step forward and fire an arrow, but he's going to stay a little further back. Move. Alright. He's going to move here. And he is going to take a shot. And he's going to miss as well. He's take his second shot. And that one's going to hit. So he hits the Yuan Ti kind of right in the chest area with his arrow as the necromancer looks down at it, grabs the arrow and pulls it out of its chest and drops it to the ground. Victor kind of goes, "Oh shit, I did not expect that. I'm gonna take a step back." He steps back. Shisa, you're up.
I would like to unleash a string of insults upon the guy who said, "Is that all you got?"
Mm-hmm.
Called vicious mockery, and I'm gonna be like, "That's a lot of smack coming from a bag of bones. Why don't you get back in the grave where you belong?"
All right. So he needs to roll. What is the DC for vicious mockery? It's DC 13. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, so you can see when you look at the spell next to it on your character sheet, there should be like a DC number, and it should be 13, I think.
Oh yeah,
You see it?
13. Yeah.
So that is, he needs to roll a wisdom save. He rolled a 10 on dice. His wisdom is +2, so he gets to 12, which is not enough. So he takes 2 psychic damage.
I got into his head.
I don't like that. All right.
Oh man. And then as my second action, I would like to inspire. I would like to inspire Crocus.
All right. Crocus, you have been inspired.
Hyped up, man. Let's go.
So we're gonna put these little dots on you to remember that you're inspired. All right, Crocus, you're up. Shisa, if you want to move, you can move up to 5 squares. 6 squares.
I can move up to 5 squares, right?
6 squares, yep.
6. Okay.
I think where I am is not bad.
All right.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I move next to Fergus?
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast Moonbeam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to create kind of like a protective wall in front of us. So I'm gonna cast Moonbeam to kind of give us a little bit of space, I think.
All right, will you click on Moonbeam, and it should, like, click on the button that says cast to the far right of it, and it should throw it into the chat for me. Perfect, okay. All right, let me see here.
Okay. This music goes hard.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. All right, so this is 120 feet range. It's a silvery beam of pale light that shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. So a moonbeam is going to hit like 1 square and go all the way up to the ceiling. So, for example, if you want to shine it, you can only hit like 1 creature at a time with it, is kind of what I'm saying. Like it's a beam of light that comes like a spotlight.
Yeah. So I can choose one person to kind of target there.
You could choose 1 square, yeah.
So I can do like that square?
If you
How do
click
I-
and hold, it should ping it for me. You want to do this one right here?
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
So you can, let's see. So when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a saving throw. Takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, half as much as a successful one. Shape changers like werewolves and things make their throw with disadvantage because it's a moonbeam. And on each of your turns, you can use your action to move the beam 60 feet in any direction. Okay, so here's how it works.
Okay.
You throw the beam down on, say, the main bad guy.
Okay.
And then when he starts his turn, he's going to take 2d10 radiant damage. And then he can move out of it.
Okay.
But then you, on your turn, can move the beam back onto him wherever he moves. Move the beam back onto him. And then on the start of his next turn, he takes the damage again.
Okay, let's do that.
And then if a creature moves through that area, through that square for any reason, like through his square or through the square wherever the moonbeam is, they take that damage too if they move into it.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, so you're going to throw it on his square?
I am.
All right. So he's
He's
kind
a
of like
big
right
guy.
in between these 2 squares here, which is fine. We're going to make a marker here for your moonbeam. I'm going to make a quick token. Moon token.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. With that, that's your action for your turn. And then you get your movement. And then would you like to do anything as a bonus action?
I think I'll just have a magic stone ready to go.
All right. No worries
Should I-
there. Let me move this here. Ooh, okay. It's kind of a funny looking token, but we're gonna use it. Moon token. Add. And then next up we have the bad guys are gonna go. So let me throw the moon token down here. Moon. It's on top of him now. All right.
Get toasty, bitch.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So on the start of his turn, he's going to take 2d10 damage. So go ahead and click the moonbeam damage, and we'll see what you get.
Go back to attack. Bells. Deadly.
I'm gonna use the bathroom over 2 seconds.
Yep, you're good. He rolled a 2 on his con save, so he's going to take 6 radiant damage.
Oh.
All right. Got that marked. All right, the bad guys are going to go. First one's going to run up here to Moonsy. Next one's going to run up here to Fergus. These are going to step in front of the necromancer. This guy's going to come here. Come here. All right. Fergus is going to take no hit there. Second attack, miss as well. Crocus, the first attack is an 18 to hit you, and the second one is a 10 to hit you. What's your armor class?
12.
Okay, so the first attack's going to hit you for 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then you're each going to take one more attack from the smaller guys. One rolled an 18 to hit Fergus for 6 damage. And the other rolled a 13 to hit Moonsy Crocus for 4 damage again.
Woo.
Alright. That is the bad guy's turn. The main necromancer is actually going to move out of the square that has the moonbeam in it. He's going to move back to here. And the moonbeam stays there. Leon. Your party's positions are not great right now.
Yeah, they're not super ideal for me.
We're in the hallway.
You said, sorry, Commando.
What'd you say?
Did you say 6 damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, I've been taking it now. Sorry.
You're good. So you can step into your allies' squares to attack and then step out.
So is there like any penalty for like switching equipment? Like...
No.
Oh, okay, awesome. Could I throw one of my hand axes at this fellow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay.
Go ahead and
what's a
roll
for
the
that?
hand axe throw.
So that's the hit die first?
Yes.
For that one? Okay, I didn't know what was different for throws and stuff. Okay.
16's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll the damage for the hand axe. All right. So 5 damage to this guy. I got it marked. That is your first thing. Now you may also move if you'd like, and then don't forget you also have your like horn attack that you can use as well, which pushes people. If you want to like push a bad guy out of a square.
True. I'm just like not in a spot where it's like super practical. So why don't I just move up here?
Okay.
And then I forget how holding actions work. I can't.
So
do
holding
that 'cause I
action
did something,
is
right?
like
set a trigger. You set a trigger, and if the trigger happens, it casts. If not, you lose it.
correct. So
Right.
like you say like if a bad guy steps into this square, then I will swing my weapon or whatever. Since you already did your
So-
hand axe.
I can't hold an action. is what you're
Right.
saying. Okay, got it. I just wanted to know for future reference.
All right. And that brings us back up to Fergus.
Eesh, here I am. Well, because I have the pack. What's it called? Pack thingy? Pack attack?
Pack tactics?
Pack tactics, that's the one. I'm just gonna slash at the dude in front of me just because I've got.
Yep.
Crocus
Go ahead
beside
and
me.
roll twice. Take the higher number.
Yeesh.
So advantage. 19's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
With advantage or no?
Damage doesn't get advantage, but
Okay. Also, I meant to
you
use
do get sneak
my,
attack.
I meant to use my rapier, but I clicked dagger. They have the same modifier though, so is that okay? Can I just roll the rapier down?
Should be fine.
They've got the exact same modifier, so
should be fine.
okay.
All right. So 19 damage. This guy's gonna roll his save, and he fails. So this zombie's gonna die right in front of you.
Later.
Leaves a path open. All right. That's your action. You don't forget you have, as a rogue, you have a bonus action that lets you like disengage from this guy, so like both of these guys, so that you don't take a hit if you walk away. So if you want to walk away from them, you can. Unless you're trying to be the tank right now.
Yeah, I'll stand here. It doesn't matter. I'll just because there's 2 of us, being me and Crocus, and 3 of them. I'll just take the hit. So I'll just stand my ground just to back Crocus up.
All right.
Thank
Then
you,
Victor
Where's Bestie?
is going to fire his arrows at the zombie in front. That's a natural 20 for Victor. Very nice. So the zombie's going to roll to live. And this one's going to fail too. So Victor did an okay job. He's going to fire his second arrow here. He's going to miss the big guy. All right. Shisa, you're up.
Okay, I would like to Dissonant Whispers this fellow over here
All right.
to try to get him away from my wounded Crocus.
He rolled a 5 on his save, so he's going to take 14 psychic damage.
Heck yeah.
Nice. And he's going to run as far away as he can from Crocus.
Yeah, shoo.
5, 10, 15,
Shoot
20.
it across the map.
There you go.
Oh no.
He has run. All right. That is your action.
I will inspire my good friend, Fergus.
All right. Fergus, you're inspired then too. How many inspirations do you have left?
How do I... Wait, okay. Is it a cantrip or a spell?
It's under your features and traits. You have a certain amount of... there should be like a bunch of boxes for inspiration that you can tick off each time you use it. Under features and traits.
Okay, I'll try to find it and, hold on.
In that big...
Why is it so hard for me to find?
It's okay. So the big box on the bottom right of your character sheet, the tab that says features and traits, do you see that?
Oh, yeah, okay.
So click on that tab.
I used it twice, so I have one more.
Okay. Alrighty. So you two are inspired. Don't forget you can add that extra, I think we said D8, to any of your ability checks or attack rolls or saving throws. Alright. Next up is Crocus.
How far can I move Moonbeam again?
You can move it up to 60 feet. So up to 12 squares.
Can we move it back on the main?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Surprise!
All right. So you can actually move it onto a point if you want, which somebody pointed out in chat. So what you could do is you could put it right here, and you could hit all 3 of those guys.
Oh, let's do that then.
All right. So I am going to roll some moonbeam damage against these guys because your moonbeam was on these 2 guys before the start of the last turn. So I'm going to roll some moonbeam damage of my own real quick. Okay, so these guys are damaged, which is nice. All right. That is your action to move that. You still have a bonus action and your movement.
Oh, cool. Let's do. No, go back. I'm gonna do magic stone.
Give me 1 second here and making sure magic stone isn't a concentration spell, because if it is, you
you're
can't.
all good. No worries, no worries.
You wouldn't be able to do it, but I don't think it is. I think you're good.
Cool.
All right. So go ahead and roll the magic stone. It's a 6 to hit. That's gonna miss. So the stone goes wide for this throw.
Go on.
No, that's okay. The moonbeam's doing work. All right.
That's good.
At the start of their turn, they're going to take moonbeam damage. They need to roll their saves. Go ahead and roll your moonbeam damage. The first one is going to save. The second one is not going to save. And the necromancer is going to save. So he'll take half damage.
Whew.
So click on the moonbeam damage and we'll see what we get. Holy, is that max? That's close. Nice. 16 damage, so this zombie is going to roll his save. He succeeds, so this zombie here, I'm going to put a little red X on him. He's at 1 HP.
Oh, wow.
But he's not dead. He's like slowly getting back up after keeling over. This zombie is going to roll his save. This zombie is also at 1 HP. Not quite dead, and then the necromancer takes his 8 damage, because he made his save. And they're going to do their turn. Alright, this guy is going to move in front, and he's going to make 2 slashes on Fergus. First one is a 14 to hit, and the second one is a 12 to hit. What's your armor class, Fergus?
It is 15.
So I did a 14 and a 12, so neither of those are going to hit you. Alright. This guy's going to slither up here. Make his attack on you. That one's going to hit with a 16. For only 3 damage. Okay, there. This one's going to slither down here to Crocus. Swing for a 11 to hit. What'd you say yours was again, Crocus?
I'm 12.
12, so that's going to miss. This one's going to slither back down. Actually, yes, hold on. I don't think it can. It might be afraid of you. Give me a second. Dissonant Whispers. There's so many spells in D&D, it's hard to remember which ones do what.
I think it's just afraid of me.
I know, which means it wouldn't be able to move towards you, but I just want to make sure. Okay, on a failed save, it must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or pit. I guess it is not afraid of you, so it can move back. It's just for that one turn it runs away. Runs away. Alright.
Okay.
He's going to move down. He's going to attack. 2 attacks on Crocus. The first is a 15 to hit, and the second is a natural 1. God. Alright. Crocus, that's 8 for that slash. That's max damage on that. These
4 right now.
move down. This one's gonna move up to here. This one's gonna move over here. The necromancer is gonna move here. He's gonna point his finger at Shisa. Shisa, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please, in the top left of your character sheet. The saving throw box, wisdom saving throw.
How dare you make my zombie afraid? He should only be afraid of me.
Ooh.
Alright. Shisa, you are going to take... As he points his finger at you, these visions of fear start to cloud your mind. You see something you've never been afraid of before. These snakes start morphing, their fangs turning into more snakes as it's like this weird eldritch horror that you can see in your mind. It starts freaking you out. And you take 12 psychic damage.
Dang. That's a lot of damage.
And as you look in front of you and see Leon, you see Leon turning into this creature. He starts turning into this snake creature and like howling, and you become afraid of Leon in front of you. So on your turn, if Leon is within your vision, you'll have disadvantage on attacks. You won't be able to move toward Leon. And that's pretty much the only negatives that you really get. So as long as you can see Leon while this spell is affecting you, you're going to have those negatives towards you. All right. That is bad guys.
How much damage was it?
It was 12.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 17.
No, sorry, 12.
Okay, cool.
Leon, you're up.
Okay. So you can't attack and hold an action. It's one or the other, yeah?
Correct.
I wish... Is there a way to check, like, everyone's health? Like, how...
You can... Since you guys are new to the game, I'm okay with you guys, like, kind of discussing it. Instead of saying, like, what your HP is, maybe tell each other, like, you know, I'm really hurt. Or, like, you know, you could use the classic D&D terms, which are, like, I'm fine, which is, like, you're like, less than 10 HP from your max. Or less than even 5 HP from your max. You could say I'm bruised up, which would be, like, you're... missing like 10 health or something like that. You could say like I'm bleeding, which would be like you're at half health. And then if you say you're like I'm bloodied or like I'm dying, that would be like you having like less than 10 HP left.
So in the front lines, like how are we doing up
Fergus, Crocus, how you guys doing?
I'm not doing too well.
I'm like bruised, but I'm okay.
I'm dying.
Okay.
And don't forget, I'm scared of you right now, so it would be better if you like got away from me.
Yeah. Okay. So I
can heal people. So you need to be like away from the people who need to be healed, because I can't go near you, right? Like so it would.
Oh,
it would cut me
right. I didn't think about that.
From healing Crocus if you were next to her.
So Leon, as you turn around to like confer with Shisa, like, what do we do? She's just like staring at you. She's like, ah, ah, ah. She looks like terrified of you.
Okay. In that case, see, I can't move someone else into a different position, correct?
It depends on what you want to do.
Like, for instance, if I wanted to get in front of Crocus, so I'm in the front.
Look at your horn attack, and that'll answer your question. That's the one that's, I think it's your bonus action. If you go to your bonus actions.
No, yeah, I see it, but the thing is, can't I only push her forward? Like, wouldn't I not be able to...
You could push the bad guy forward. So you step into Crocus's square.
Oh.
You push the bad guy forward, and then you step past Crocus.
Okay, I am having a light bulb moment. I'm going to do that.
All right.
So that's a bonus action, though. So
correct.
Like, so I can move, attack, and then push somebody, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you could move some more.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm going to do that.
All right. So who do you want to attack?
I would like to attack this guy.
All right. So you step forward into Crocus's square. I'll move you forward. And then you make your attack. Go ahead and roll with whatever weapon you want to attack with.
Yep, I'm going to roll with the flail.
That's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
All right. 7 bludgeoning. You bring the flail across and hit the creature. Who you knock its jaw off, and it's... Not quite dead that. So now you want to do your horn attack. You can click on the... what does it say for the bonus action? Like, can you read it to me?
It says... Immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack as part of the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to shove that target with your horns. Target must be no more than one size larger than you and within 5 feet of you.
You got all that?
Unless it succeeds on a strength saving throw, DC 13, you push up to 10 feet away from you.
All right. It rolled a 9 minus 1, so it rolled an 8. So you can push it 10 feet in any direction, which is 2 squares.
Okay. Why don't I push it? Can I push it this way, like to this square?
You can.
I'll do that.
All right. So you're going to push it kind of past, try to push it through this creature. That might make it a little bit more difficult.
What do you mean?
Because there's a creature already there. So you're pushing it into that creature.
On my screen. Let me refresh.
Oh yeah.
I just did not have anything standing there. Oh, now I see it. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Let's push it here instead. Is that an option?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll do that.
All right.
I did not see that there.
You're good. You're good. So you've pushed it, and now you can step into that square with the rest of your movement.
Perfect. I'll do that.
All right. So that's your action. That's your bonus action, and your move. And is that where you would like to stop?
I mean, there's nothing more I can do, right?
You could move 1 square further if you wanted. That's up to you, though.
I'd prefer not to.
All
I guess because like the point of what I was trying to do was like to kind of cover.
All right. Sounds good. And next up, we're back up to the top with Fergus.
Okay. Can you just remind me what the buffs / debuffs are doing that I have on me?
One more time.
Or are they on the enemies, those debuffs?
These things that are on you, these like dots.
Yeah.
That's you being inspired. You're inspired by Shisa.
Okay.
Once you use that inspiration up, I'll remove those dots.
Okay. And the guy in front of me, he's the kind of tanky one, isn't he?
He is.
Okay, then I'll just honestly, fuck it, I'm just gonna rapier damage him because I've still got my pack tactics. So.
Yep.
I'll roll with advantage.
Yep, and you do get sneak attack. Yep, go ahead and roll damage. With the sneak attack.
Is that with advantage then if it's sneaked?
Nope, just gives you that extra sneak attack damage. It's like a thing rogues get, it's just their feature. So you're going to deal 20 damage.
Can I use my inspiration on the damage to do extra damage? Or no?
You cannot. Good question, though. Only on attack rolls. So like the one you rolled that was the 24. If you wanted to add more to it, you could. Basically, you use inspiration to like cover your ass. If you're like you think you're close to getting something, but you're not quite there. Like maybe you rolled like an 11 on your attack roll. You're like, okay, I want to use my inspiration to bump it up and see if I can get that hit in.
Okay, perfect. And,
all right.
Yeah, again the same. I'm just gonna stand beside Crocus because she's kind of fucked up.
All right. And that is your attack. This guy is looking pretty fucked up. This one that's in front of you. And that's going to bring us to Victor, who is going to fire his arrow at it. He hits for 3 damage, which is not what he was looking for. Magic number we were looking for was 5. Okay. The thing's at 2 HP. Dang it. Shisa, you're up.
Can I heal Crocus?
You can. What healing spells do you have?
Cure wounds, so I have to touch her.
You would not be able to move close enough to her to touch her.
No, this is what I didn't want to happen. Oh, man. No.
But at the end of your turn this turn, you do get to make another saving throw. To, like, fix this problem, to be unscared. So, you get to do that at the end of your turn.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just try my luck with Dissonant Whispers on the burly guy right here. Actually, the guy right here. Again. Oh, this guy.
Alright. Go ahead and roll the damage. I'll roll the save. He got a 1.
Nice.
11 psychic damage. How much did you do last time again? I forgot to mark that one down. That was...
I did more than that.
14. Okay. So that's exactly his HP he's going to roll to try and save. He fails. So this time, as you use Dissonant Whispers, his Yuan Ti face and everything kind of turns towards you. As his skin starts peeling off his face, his brain just explodes. And he dies.
Oh, quirky.
I blowed his mind.
You blew his mind.
Uh,
That was your action.
oh yeah, let me use my last inspiration on Leon.
All right. Everyone's inspired.
Woo.
And then would you like to move like back further, or do you want to stay there? You can stay there if you want.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stay there. It's fine.
All right. Sounds good. Next up is Crocus. Bad guys are after you.
Hell yeah. I want to move Moonbeam there.
All right. You got it?
Awesome. And then I have to do damage, right?
On their turn, yeah, you will.
Oh, on their turn.
Yep.
Okay, that's okay. Okay.
So you have a path here that you can walk over here if you want. Just
Oh,
remember
that might
you're
be
in
smarter.
melee with this big bad guy, and you're not sure if he's going to attack you if you try and move out of his range.
Right.
You're unsure.
I'm gonna. Can I shillelagh him?
You're gonna shillelagh him.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right.
shillelagh him.
All right,
Just big
10.
old bonk.
He's gonna roll his save. All right, as you shillelagh him, you hit him in the ribs, and it cracks into his body. His whole body kind of keels over, and then his head kind of turns 360 degrees on the ground to look up at you as he stands back up.
Oh,
He's at 1
no.
HP.
Oh
All right. You're gonna stay there then?
no! Yeah. I'll just
All right. He is going to turn to the big guy next to him. No. He almost just got killed by you. Crocus, he's gonna attack you. The 15 to hit
Oh no!
for 3 damage, which is minimum for him. And a 7 to hit. You. Okay. And these two need to roll their. So roll the damage for these two Yuan Ti that are up here. So just roll your moonbeam damage, and
Okay.
they'll take it. 11. All right. They're both gonna make their saves. Okay. So they're both going to take 11 damage. And this one's going to slither up here and attack Leon. This one's going to attack Leon. This one's going to attack Leon. And this one over here is going to attack Fergus. So we're going to do 3 attacks on Leon. One is a 19 to hit. The next is a 10 to hit. And the last is a 15 to hit. What's your armor class, Leon?
My armor class is 13.
All right. So you're going to take 7, 9, 10, 11 total damage from both swings. Like, total of 11.
Shit.
And Fergus, you have a 16 to hit you, and the damage is 3 minimum damage.
Minimum. Wait, what?
It was 3.
Okay, so. Yeah.
All right. These are gonna move there, and
Just
I
let you
think
guys
that.
know I have some flesh wounds now.
All right.
I am.
That leaves us with. Let's see here. Leon, you're up.
Okay, so the man on the left is like dying, or like
He is at 1 HP.
oh, okay.
He has already died
Um,
once this combat. Basically. So what happens when a zombie goes to 0 HP is it rolls a saving throw, and if it rolls above a 10, it comes back to life with 1 HP. If it doesn't, it dies.
Oh.
So he succeeded his first death.
And if I hit it again, it would do that same thing.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, forget about that then. I'm gonna hit this guy.
All right.
I'm gonna hit him with my flail.
All right. 13 is going to hit this guy. Go ahead and roll damage. 5 bludgeoning damage. All right. He's going to make his saving throw. And he is at 1 HP.
And then I'd like to use horns to push this person.
All right. So he's going to make his strength save, which is a 5. Where would you like to push him? You get 10 feet, 2 squares.
Awesome. I'll put him here.
All right. He's pushed. And would you like to stay there?
I'd like to stay put, yeah.
And then when you took your 11 damage, you're still raging. So you can make that 11 into 5 damage. That I sent you, Leon.
Oh, that's so nice.
And any other damage that I've made you take this combat, have it again.
That was the only one.
Okay. All right. Fergus, you are up. Bad guy in front of you is falling apart.
Yeesh. He's incapacitated, right? He's on his back, or
What'd you say?
what is the red X? He's incapacitated, right? He's just like on his back. or
It's
he's like,
that's my marker for you to show you that he has already gone to 0 HP this combat, and now he's at 1. That's my marker to show you that he's at 1 HP.
Okay, but he's like still able, like he's still.
Yeah, he's still going to be able to attack and everything.
Can I just like sneeze to kill him? Sneeze in his general direction.
Describe how you want to sneeze.
No, I'm only kidding. Don't worry. It's just because he's so low.
I was down for it.
Can I position myself in such a manner to shoot my bow so that it pierces through this dude and also hits this dude?
I will allow it with the caveat that you got to know that it's going to be very unlikely that it works.
That's fine.
You got to roll really high.
That's fine. I'm down.
All right. So, Fergus, you kind of like, with your small stature, slip to the edge of the wall here and line yourself up with the two of them, pointing your bow, which already is going to have disadvantage because you're in melee with somebody. Go ahead and roll your attack with disadvantage. So roll twice, take the lower number.
Advantage to counteract the disadvantage because I'm close to my teammates.
Since Leon's within 5 feet of both of them, yeah, I'll give you. So it'll just be a straight roll.
Okay. And
All
then
right.
I'll use my inspiration on that.
Go ahead and roll an extra D8 then. 20 was the number I was looking for.
Let's go.
So your arrow flies through both of them. They're going to make their saves. First one dies. The second one dies.
Augers.
All right.
Nice.
So as you aim your arrow, the large one is kind of in your face with its sword. It's about to come up and attack you, and you aim through its chest. The arrow crushes through its like front cavity of its chest, all the way through its body, goes through it, past Leon's face. It just barely nips your nose, Leon. It kind of like makes you flinch. The arrow goes by you and hits the creature right in front of you that you're attacking, and pierces its head as the creature just now stands there with the arrow in its head and then slumps down to the ground. Double kill. Fergus, that is your action.
And I'll just disengage as my bonus.
All right, you can move up to 6 squares.
I'm just gonna go. I'm actually gonna go beside Shisa so that I can talk to her and ask for heals. Lol.
Okay, and then Shisa, roll me a saving throw again. A wisdom saving throw. Because we should have done that at the end of your last turn. All right, Leon is still... He's still this monstrous creature to you. Unfortunately. You're still afraid of him.
Yeah, so if anybody needs heals, y'all need to come to me. I can't go nowhere. I'm scared as fuck.
And then Victor is going to roll 2 attacks. One on each of the zombies. He's going to hit this one and roll max damage. Nicely done. And moving on. Shisa, you are up.
Okay, so I would like to heal Fergus.
Okay.
Do my cure wounds.
All right. That's going to heal you for 10, Fergus.
Nice. Okay,
So go ahead and gain your
it.
10 HP. That's your action, Shisa.
There's really nothing that I want to do or can do, so
All right.
yeah, no action.
All right. Crocus, you're up. Don't forget you can shapeshift into animals too. You there, Moonsy?
Oh my goodness, my mic has been muted. I'm so sorry. I
You're
was
good.
talking. Oh no, I was asking, could I use cure wounds on myself?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do that then.
All right, heal yourself for 10.
Oh my goodness. Whew.
And then you still have your bonus action and your movement.
Okay, we're gonna move Moonbeam towards big guy again.
You wouldn't be able to move Moonbeam and cure yourself in
wouldn't
the
be able
same
to?
turn.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
If you want to change your mind and move Moonbeam instead, you can.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I'll do it next turn. Oh my goodness, my voice just cracked. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
What can I do? Hold up, I'm looking at my actions. I'm gonna magic stone somebody, I think.
All right.
Let's go for this dude.
All right. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Good. Oh wait. Was that the right one?
That is the damage. Click on
We'll do
the...
this one.
There we go. 19 is going to hit for 6 damage. This guy's going to make a save. And fail as the stone busts his head off. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, baby.
Nice.
No more zombie.
All right. Then the bad guys are going to go. Did you want to move, Crocus, by the way? I should have let you move.
I think I'm okay here for now.
Alright. So, bad guys are going to do what bad guys do. This one is going to move here. This one is going to move over here. This one's going to move over here. And this one's going to move right here. And... Leon, 2 attacks on you. One is going to miss. The other is also going to miss. Gosh dang it. I can't roll at all. All right. The 2 Yuan-Ti that are like at 1 HP, they crawl their limp bodies over to these walls. And Leon and Crocus, you're the only ones who really see this because the rest of you are in the hallway. Your vision can't really see in those directions. But Leon and Crocus, you see that those Yuan-Ti are reaching up for levers that are on the wall.
Uh-oh.
As they do, they wrap their gangly hands around them and pull down on those levers. And you all begin to feel a rumble beneath your feet. And the doors begin to forcefully close on Fergus, Shisa, and Victor.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
If I can't defeat you, then you're stuck in here with me!
And that brings
Can I
us
slip under the
to
door as a bonus action? Or can I
Leon.
join them in the room?
Okay. So not great. I'm going to... Wait, so they're moving towards the levers, or they've already pulled the levers?
They pulled them. The ground is rumbling.
No.
So the
Those doors
have not
are
closed
shutting.
yet.
Slowly.
Shutting. Okay.
They will take about 6 seconds to shut, which means you have a choice to make. You all leave, or you all go in.
Aren't I like the back of the turn order though? So like
You are. By the time
So-
it comes back around to your turn, those doors will be shut. So
okay.
the bad guys go right before you. When it becomes the bad guy's turn again, the doors
Right.
will be shut.
Okay. So gang, how do we feel about this?
Full send! Full send!
All right, so we stay put. We go for it.
I'm down to go in. I don't know what Victor and Shisa want to do.
Okay, so I should get away from the doorway so Shisa can go through.
Oh, Shisa, roll me another saving throw, please. It's the end of your turn. That a few turns ago, it was the end of your turn, so roll me another wisdom saving throw. Yep, you should probably get away from Shisa.
Okay, got it. Like, how far about do you think?
Just out of her line of sight.
Oh, sick. Okay, so I will go...
You could go right here.
I was just about to say, I'll go right here.
'Kay.
And then I'd like to hit this guy with my
All right.
flail.
This guy is going to make an opportunity attack on you as you walk away from him,
Okay.
which is going to be a 19 to hit for 6 damage, half to 3.
Okay,
And
I would
then-
like to hit this man with a flail.
Yeah, you crit the hell out of that guy. Go ahead and roll damage for the
Yes, I
crit.
saw that.
So just roll twice, I guess, is how we've been doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's 17 damage. We're going to roll his save to live, and he dies. The flail just bursts his body into a million pieces.
Let's go.
Nice.
I'll take
right.
it.
So you've moved, you've done your action. Is there anything you'd like to do as a bonus action? I can't think of anything else.
No, that'll be good for me.
All right.
Because there's not much more I can do with a bonus action.
All right. Fergus, you're up. The doors are closing in front of you.
So I'm going to turn to Shisha and ask, do you want to go in or should we stay outside?
He's asking Shisa.
Yeah.
That's actually a really hard question, and I have no idea. I don't know if like there's like levers out here that we can pull to open the door, or if there's levers in there, or if like we're gonna have to destroy the door. But I think we should leave Victor out here, and both of us should go in there and tell Victor to go tell the villagers if we don't return in a couple of minutes or whatever. I guess I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't know what
I'm
to
down.
do.
I like that idea. I like that idea. So I just kind of grab Victor and I'm like, go warn the villagers. And then I grab Shisa and pull us both under the door and bring us into the main room. I'm just kind of like right here.
All right. In this case, Shisa.
Only to warn the villagers if he has to, though. I don't want him to do
Yeah.
it right now because, like, I don't want
Yeah.
him to run out if we like defeat them and get the door open and cause problems.
Oh, true. Okay.
Fergus and Shisa, roll me
Yes.
a perception check, please.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Okay. Fergus, you're caught up kind of in the moment as you kind of like lean in, like grab Victor by the collar and tell him to go warn the villagers. You notice Victor is kind of looking up and around, but you're kind of in the moment. You just kind of rush inward. You can't grab Shisa and pull her at the same time, but she could still get inside on her turn, no problem. Shisa, though, as you're looking around, you follow Victor's eyes up to the ceiling, which you see that there are pebbles and small rocks falling. This entire area that you're standing in is about to cave in. As that door is closing, it seems like this mechanism has not been used in a long time. So, Victor, if you send him out, it's possible that he's going to get caught in the cave in and die. You're probably safer where you're headed, inside.
Okay, I guess I'll just yell to Fergus. I'll be like, change of plans, and I'll grab Victor's wrists and say, come on in, go inside, like, change of plans.
Victor kind of looks back and forth between the two of you, and he goes, I can make it! What do you think? What do you say? You guys are deciding this NPC's fate. You never know. He's gonna roll. He'll
get
roll.
stuck.
Yeah, let him get stuck.
He's been a
Wait,
pretty useful
no?
ally.
Wait,
Take
yes or
him
no?
with us.
Yeah, we gotta.
I'm fine
Yeah, don't
either
risk
way.
it, don't
Like,
risk
Okay.
it.
You guys can decide as a group.
I say yes. Bring him through the door so he can come with us.
Yeah.
We have 2 for bringing him with.
yeah, I'm
No.
cool for bringing him with.
All right.
The more the better. If we're
All right.
starving, then we have an extra to eat, you know?
Valid.
He
Wait,
jumps
I still
through the
have bread
doorway.
loaves. Chill out.
So he jumps through the doorway on his turn, and he's gonna point his bow at the big bad guy. Firing 2 shots. One's gonna hit, one's gonna miss. The one that's gonna hit is gonna hit for 5 damage. This one again piercing the chest of the necromancer. She said it is your turn now. Crocus, you're on deck.
Okay.
And then the doors are gonna shut after Crocus's turn.
I think I'm going to wait. Can I cast Dissonant Whispers on this guy?
You can. How many spells do you have left? Have you been marking them off?
Oh shoot. I
think
think
you've done
I have
it
1 left.
Twice. You've cast Dissonant Whispers twice on these guys.
I did Cure Wounds too.
And then Cure Wounds.
Yeah, so I have 1.
You can
spell
choose what
left.
levels you've been casting. Because I think you have more than 1 spell slot. You have like first level spells, second level spells.
I've been casting first level spells this whole time.
It's okay.
Oh man, can I cast a 2nd level Dissonant Whisper on him?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, let's do that.
He's gonna roll his save. Alright. He is going to succeed on his save and take half this damage, which is 17, just 8. Alright. So he takes 8 damage and is not afraid of you, doesn't have to run away from you. That is your action. You still have your bonus action if you have anything you want to do. Crocus, you're on deck here.
Okay.
I don't want to move because I'm still scared of Leon and I don't want to see him.
Yeah, you're actually probably in that spot where you can just see him, so you really can't move anywhere near him, but you can move,
Yeah.
like, you can move here.
Oh,
like,
actually, can I?
away.
Yeah, can I move like over here to look at the levers?
You can, so if you move, yeah, you can, because this guy already used his, reaction.
Oh wait, you know, maybe it's not a good idea. I am a little low health right now. If I am supposed
It's up
to
to
go
you.
like, man, this is a tizzy. This sure is a tizzy. Actually, you know what? I think I am gonna go like tuck myself away in this corner,
Alright, so you were 5,
or like
10,
here.
15, 20,
Yeah.
25, 30. You can get to this square right here.
Here?
Yep, that's as far as
then
you
I
can
can
get with your movement.
What about here?
Let me see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's here or here. Those are the only 2 spots you can get to.
Oh shoot, that's so
Close your
bad. I
eyes.
wanted to be tucked away. That's the whole purpose of me going forward.
Okay, then you can stay here if you want.
I think I'm just gonna grab Victor and switch his body with mine.
Doesn't quite work like that.
Fuck!
That would be
Maybe
cool
in
though.
front. I'm damaged. This is horrible. Oh,
All right.
oh man.
Well, Crocus
can't go
is up.
towards
She might be able to
Leon.
kill this zombie that's in front of you.
I literally can't do anything. I'm just not gonna move. Oh my god.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
Crocus.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I'm a shillelagh this.
Yeah, lady, that bitch. Oh. Natural 1.
Oh no.
Unfortunate. You bring the shillelagh and it hits the creature, but you just don't have the force behind it to deal any damage. The creature just looks it back at you.
Oh, that's awkward. Can I still move Moonbeam on this turn?
You can continue to move. You can't move the moonbeam if that was your
That's
action.
okay. I'm gonna go here. I think I'm gonna call that good.
Okay. That guy already used his reaction, so he doesn't get to attack you when you move away from him. So, it is now the bad guy's turn. This one's gonna slither over here to Leon. This one's gonna slither over here to Crocus. This one is going to probably just focus on Shisa, and we'll do those 3 attacks. First on Crocus. Gonna miss with a 6. Second attack on Shisa. It's 12 to hit. What's your armor class?
13.
Miss. Last attack on Leon. Natural 20 to hit. For 8 halved to 4 damage. And the big bad is going to point his staff at... We're going to go with Leon here. He's going to point his staff at Leon. And he is going to have Leon make a wisdom saving throw for me. So at the top left of your character sheet, Leon, hit the wisdom saving throw button. The little saving throw box. You there?
Pardon, I'm sorry. I totally spaced out for a second.
You're good. In the saving throw box, in the top left, you're going to hit the wisdom one.
Yes. Got it.
All right. So, you are going to take 9 psychic damage. And that is not going to be halved from the rage. So that would be 9 psychic damage, and then Shisa begins to shapeshift and form into this grotesque-looking pirate with these horrible, like, parrot arms, and a beak starts to grow out. Probably want a cracker! Starts making this horrible screeching noise. Now you're both terrified of each other. Congratulations.
He's just so hideous.
Leon, it's your turn. So you won't be able to move in this direction, like to the left. You won't be able to move towards Shisa, but you can attack this guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hit him with the flail.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll your flail attack. Gonna hit. Go ahead and roll or you don't need to roll damage. It doesn't even matter. He's just gonna make a save. And he dies. Alright, you can move anywhere in this direction or up. Like, you can move to, like, here. Up here if you want. You can move over here. You can move to this lever over here.
I'll move to the lever.
Alright. Go ahead and move your token over there. Roll me a perception check as you're looking at the lever.
Okay, yeah. I always lose track of this one. There it is.
Alright, as you're looking at it, this lever, as it's been pulled down, it looks like it's missing like half of the lever, and as you look down to the ground, it's laying on the ground. It looks like the zombie snapped this lever off.
Oh no.
Okay.
And the doors shut behind Victor, almost catching his cloak in the doors. Then you all hear some rumbling
Ooh.
as the entire opening area becomes closed off.
That's good.
Maybe there's an opening somewhere else.
True.
You see small trickles of water coming from the door, but that's all you see. Just like, it seems like this whole area has been compromised, and just the loose water inside the mountain is now kind of trickling into this area, but not super heavy. Leon, that is your turn. Fergus, you're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna like step beside Shisa here, and then again, just same old, same old.
You get advantage to go ahead and roll.
And just use my rapier damage.
Yup.
So,
Nice, natural 20. Go ahead and roll your damage. Nice, that's gonna kill him. Let's see here, his save that landed on the ground. I'm gonna re-roll it. Alright, he fails and he's dead.
Later.
There's one zombie and the necromancer left. Victor is going to point his arrow.
Use my movement just
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my movement. I'm just gonna get up in this dude's face.
Okay, good. Victor is going to shoot and kill this zombie here with his arrow. And
what does
that
the moon in the middle, by the way, mean? Is that still Moonsy's moon ray, or?
it is.
Okay.
Shisa, you're up.
Is there a way that I can get him to convince? Well, is there a way that I can convince him to get him to like talk to us, like to get him to like tell us like anything, or?
You might. You haven't really said much to him.
Yeah, I don't know if like there's a way that I can like, if there's like a spell that I have that's like a convince spell.
Look through your spells.
The power. Oh, you know what? Actually, didn't I just use my last spell?
I don't know how many
there's
second
still a
level you have left.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see. I didn't understand until just now what that meant. I see that there's okay. So I can use like 7 in total. But I can only use 4 first levels and 3 2 levels. Okay.
That makes sense.
I can use suggestion.
You can.
And I think I can be like, I can speak to him. I think I'm gonna speak to him in Yuan Ti tongue because he does appear to be Yuan Ti, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna speak Abyssal to him, and I'm gonna say, listen, you know you're screwed. We killed all of your men, and we can kill many more. If you work with us, we might spare your life.
Okay. How much HP are you at? I want to know for my person.
So I have 14, I think. Yeah.
You're at 14 out of what?
27.
Okay. That's just gonna help or hurt your persuasion here because he's gauging his odds. All right. So cast suggestion, and that's going to affect him in this way. All right. What is your DC for suggestion? What does it say next to the spell? DC what?
DC? I don't know, but it says Wisdom 13 for attack.
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, like it'll say Wiz or Dex or something like that, and for you it's mostly going to be Wiz.
Yeah,
so Wisdom 13. Okay. So he fails. So read suggestion very carefully because I think you have to make your words.
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of the action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself up onto a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell. The target must take a wisdom saving throw. On failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do.
Okay. So you have 1 or 2 sentences to suggest a course of action to this creature.
Okay, I think it's like surrender yourself to us or die.
Read the spell really carefully.
Dude. Man. Okay. It's kind of like I don't really know like what his source of power is, so it's kind of hard for me. I can't be like, put down your gun, because he don't got a gun.
He has a staff.
Like, I don't know. Okay, so do you think if I take his staff away, if I get him to kick his staff over to me or something, or like to somebody else that would like stop him from being harmful? Like I don't know. It's like, and when it says he has to complete a task, he surrender, then like I don't know, is he gonna stay surrendered? Like
as soon as he surrenders, then the spell ends.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you have to word it really carefully is why I said that.
Anybody got some handcuffs?
No handcuffs. You guys have rope.
Oh, dude. Okay, so maybe if I can convince him to let us tie him up and take his staff, then that'll be good enough, right?
What do you guys think?
I mean, it's worth a try, right? The worst thing that can happen is it not happening.
Yeah, I can either do this or I can heal myself. Those are the 2 things that I can do right now, really. Or I could just try to damage him, I guess. But I think if we keep him alive, he might be able to tell us what we can do to get out. But I don't know. he's also dangerous, and I don't know if just taking his staff away is gonna help. Like, I don't know if that's gonna, really take much of his power away.
Up at the top of suggestion, what does it say for duration? How long does it last?
Up to 8 hours.
Okay. So you can use that knowledge to help you with the spell as well. Once you give him a course of action, if that course of action takes 8 hours, he's got to use all 8 hours to do it.
Oh, okay, so I can tell him to get us out of here?
He will try. He'll do his best.
Okay, I'll say, we will spare your life if you lead us out of here. Or actually, I don't even have to give him a good offer, do I? Can I just say lead us out of here? Oh, yeah. So I'll just say, look, we killed many of your men, and we can kill many more. Lead us out of here now, safely.
He kind of tilts his head as he looks at you.
Lead you out. Do you think I would not have left if I knew the way?
True.
Man. So you don't know if there's any way out of here besides the entrance. Have you even looked or tried?
I have tried for 100 years.
This is
The
gonna be hard.
entrance is the way out.
Oh my god. Is there anything else in this temple that I should know about? Or we should know about?
Your spell still affects him. So he says,
I will look for another way. But nothing will change for you. You will die here.
Oh, Corky.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy. Now get to it.
he shambles over to the levers and starts inspecting them. As you all are now out of combat.
Oh, cool.
The rumble of rocks has subsided. The door looks completely caved in. And it looks like you're stuck here. You haven't found the trident yet.
But there's
What do you
still
do?
the tomb, right?
Aye.
Oh, should we check that out?
I can't answer these questions for you. What do you guys do?
I wanna check out the tomb.
All right. As you walk over to the tomb, you see the symbols that are painted on it. So Yuan Ti being worshipped by more Yuan Ti. And in the background, there is a blue orb with the eyes of Lytropius staring behind this Yuan Ti that's being pictured.
Oh.
On either side of this tomb are large depictions of hands being spread out in different directions. And behind those hands are waves being pushed from side to side, being depicted. That's what you see, just by a basic look. If you want to look deeper, you can roll me an investigation check.
Let's do that then.
All right, so Crocus is up looking at the big tomb back here. What is everybody else doing before I give her what she gets with her investigation?
I think I can just start, I guess, roll a perception check, looking around the room, seeing if there's anything that I can see that's interesting, like for cracks on the ceiling or water trickling down.
Okay, roll me a perception check. What's everybody else doing? I'm keeping these rolls in the back of my head right now. We got Fergus and Leon. And Victor, if you want to tell him to do something.
Investigate the altar, if that's okay.
Mhm.
Like this thing up here.
Yep, that's where Crocus is. So we'll move Crocus up there. Oops.
And I guess because I like, or is this water here?
It is.
Okay, well, I'm actually gonna get into the water and like sort of like ankle deep, I imagine, or is it knee deep? Or I guess I'm tiny.
It is. It's like ankle deep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do like an investigation check whilst in the water, because obviously, like, I don't know, that would give me some sort of advantage, because I don't know, my dad's there and I'm the demigod of water.
Maybe.
Um,
Yeah. So roll me an investigation check. We'll just leave it at a basic investigation check for now. And then Leon, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
I would like to move in and look at the altar as well, but I'd like to hang back slightly. Just kind of taking in like this pattern here. This is on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just?
It's all on the floor.
I'd like to kind of just like take it all in, I guess.
All right. So roll me a perception check then.
Yes. There you go.
All right. So with these rolls, I'll start from the top. Crocus, as you're looking at the tomb, you see there are words written on the tomb. They are written in Abyssal, which is the language of the Yuan-Ti. You can't read them, I don't think. I don't think you read Abyssal.
No, I don't.
But I think you chose the monster druid, didn't you? When we were picking, I can't remember. Did you pick the monster druid or no? You didn't. You picked which druid did you pick?
Oh God, one of them. I can't remember.
Can't remember either. It's okay. You can find out under your features and traits. It'll tell you what circle you picked. I can't remember which one you picked though.
Okay, I'm looking for it.
Might have been moon.
It might have been. Let's see. Where I can't find. Oh wait, class features, feats, grid features. Where would I find it?
It should be under your features and traits tab. In your character sheet. Let me pull up your character sheet real quick, because I don't even know where you would look to see the exact circle you picked.
Oh, Circle of the Shepherd.
Ah, yes, Circle of the Shepherd. That's correct. Okay, so you have Speech of the Woods, which lets you speak, read, and write Sylvan. You gain the ability to decipher beast noises. I should remember to do some of this stuff. So, you also see around here in the tomb quite a few spiders crawling around, Crocus. Just here and there, crawling on the ceiling, crawling on the floor, and you can speak to spiders.
Ooh.
So that can be helpful for you in the future.
Yeah.
With your investigation, you don't see much else other than those words, which were kind of faded until you looked for them.
Right.
Shisa, with your perception, looking around for other exits or little drips of water, most of it is concerned with this area by the door. Most of it's like concentrated by the door, most of the water that's trickling. There doesn't seem to be any other areas. As you go to the right and to the left with your eyes, you see big coffins at the end of these hallways, and like rooms of their own, but no exits. And you imagine they've been searched very thoroughly by this man over the last 100 years. Just big coffins, probably housing those big bads that were tanky zombies. They look half open.
Can I go read the Abyssal?
You can come read the Abyssal over here on the altar. Fergus, with your investigation, standing in the water, the basin here, you are seeing, so like where your knees are is where the stonework kind of creates those hand symbols. So like you're standing in the water, and like right below where your knees are is like a little step up. You can step onto the concrete here, and you can step up onto those hands and get like a kind of a better view. It's slightly raised above the water, those hands. So you can kind of get a good look at it. With your 10 investigation, you don't see much in particular that stands out to you, other than it's very obviously like a hand motion that they're doing. Like they start in the middle where the altar is, and then they bring their hands outwards towards the edges. So that's kind of what you get.
Okay, cool.
Leon, as you're looking at everything, it's kind of hard to tell what these hands are doing down here. But they're really kind of just guiding your eyes in a bunch of different directions all around the tomb. They look like a kind of like a hand dance almost, like a circular hand dance. And it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they're doing, but with your one, you know, I can't really tell you much other than yeah, it's like a hand dance. And as you go and read the Abyssal Shisa, it says Lytropius loves to dance.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, you see this writing here? It says Lytropius loves to dance. I guess that means dance party will open the way, right?
Right.
Fergus, as you're looking at the hand symbols kind of here in the water, you are seeing a connection there with the dance. Leon, you're seeing a connection with the hand dance as well. It seems as though there is kind of a password to open this tomb that you're looking at.
Okay. So I just kind of like yell over to the group and I'm like, guys, I think there's some sort of password or passcode to help us unlock this.
Well, what do you think it could be?
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say it's something to do with water. I think me and Leon might need to combine our water bending skills and maybe like summon something like that can do something.
So
Maybe
as that is
making water
mentioned,
dance?
well, maybe a water dance, yes. So as that's mentioned, Leon, you're the tallest, so you can actually see, you and Crocus are both pretty tall. You can both see on the edges of the tomb, you see these blue edges to the tomb.
Oh.
That's water. Kind of like still
Oh.
water like around the edges of the tomb.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's just sitting there still. There are little pipes that go out towards these hands as well. So you see these like connections. There's little pipes that go out these hands.
You need to stick our hands in them. Would that work even? 1, 2.
So you can see the water could flow out of the tubes onto these hand symbols.
Oh.
But right now it's all kind of stuck inside the tomb itself. It's just like still water just sitting there on top of the tomb in these little crevices.
Is it like completely full, or is it kind of like, oh?
Yeah, it seems completely full.
Interesting.
So as you're both looking at it, you see a simple pattern. If you're watching my camera on Zoom, it's you put your hands together, and then you push outward, and then circle back around to bringing your hands together, like that.
Oh.
And that water seems to need to go somewhere.
Like, can we touch the water?
Yeah, as you touch it, your finger goes in, it gets wet.
Interesting.
This is really a puzzle for a couple of you to solve. Think of all the tools that you have at your disposal.
Can't you guys like water bend or whatever? Jeez.
Oh no.
Aren't you guys like water gods? Anyways, I think I have something that has water. I can like make a little cloud maybe with rain, but that's about it.
This is a Leon and Fergus thing. Leon and Fergus need to figure this out.
I know,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
why I was
thinking.
saying how useless I am.
So the pipes, I'm just trying to like picture it. I'm having a hard time.
Yeah. So this is a big tomb, and each of you are eye level right now with a pipe that's kind of like sticking out of the tomb. It's empty.
Right.
There's no water flowing out of it. But you have a feeling it connects to the little basin of water that makes up most of this tomb. So the water could flow out to where you guys are standing. You're standing on those hand symbols, which are in like a shallow pond of water.
Oh.
So basically, you got to figure out a way to get the water from the tomb, get it out of the tomb. It's like filling up the tomb and keeping it from opening.
Okay.
So you got to move it somewhere.
So I guess we should just both water bend and like, just like, I don't know, like, what's this dude up to? What's he doing down here?
He's just looking at the levers, trying to figure out a way out.
Pull
Do
the
we like
water
him?
out.
Do we like the necromancer, guys? I'm just asking.
I
this
don't
to the
think-
group.
I mean, is he gonna do it? I don't think he's gonna do anything right now.
He's been given an order, and he's following his order
Right.
Okay.
by Shisa.
Yeah, we only need to worry about him once we're out of here.
Right.
So I guess what we could do is just water bend and just like make a massive ball of water and drown him in it.
Yeah, just like
Um,
move him out.
Yeah.
He has nothing to do with this. This
But
guy
I'm
has
just
nothing
saying
to do with
two
this.
birds, one stone. Like if we make a massive ball of water, it drains it all from here, and then we can also just drown him at the same time because we can control the water.
Sure.
That's-
So as a party, if any of you have thought of a way to remove the water from the tomb, you can discuss it. Your rolls haven't been super high in terms of like looking at stuff, but now that you kind of have like an idea, Fergus and Leon, as you're looking down where your feet are, those like hand symbols that you're standing on, they have like hollow tracks for water to fill up. So if you can get the water from the tomb into the tracks of the hands, which you two are the only ones who could,
Right.
Yeah.
then the door might open. You have a feeling there's no wonder this guy hasn't been able to open this door. There's no wonder he hasn't been able to open this tomb. The necromancer, he can't do shit. He's not a waterbender.
right.
He's not a son of Lytropius. There's no wonder he doesn't have the trident.
Ooh.
This door's been waiting to be opened by specifically you two.
So, I guess in that case, like, the thing to do is like pretty clear, right? When you just water bend the water over.
Yeah.
into
You
it?
move the water from the tomb onto the hand symbols and drain the tomb of its water.
You.
And that seems to be the way to get it out. But there's a specific way you have to water bend it. It's more than just like you guys, you know, using your powers that you've learned and kind of making like a water bubble or something. There's a specific sequence of water bending, like a dance you have to do it right. To push it out the tubes.
Oh.
So you kind of get it now?
Yeah.
So
I think
Moonsy explain
I
it for him.
understand. I'm very close.
Listen, I'm gonna turn my camera on. You gotta
Yeah.
that jig, you know. You gotta whip it in, and you gotta, cause it's showing you how to do it. That's what the tomb is doing. It's showing you how to remove the
Just push
water.
the
You just
water
gotta
inside of
dance
it.
and like that, cause you can't just pull it out any other way. You gotta
So we're just pushing the water to the side of the chamber.
do it in a
basically.
circular motion.
You're pushing it out the
yeah.
tubes onto these hand symbols and filling up the tracks that are on these hands. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just
Oh.
to make sure that I have confiscated Mr. Dude's staff and
Yeah.
tied his hands behind his back too.
If you want to do that, that's different than what you told him
I'm
to
gonna,
do.
I'm gonna walk over him. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure his hands are tied and everything, and I'm just gonna chill with him while they're trying to figure it out.
All right.
Crocus
So-
is gonna start doing the I'm
So-
hyping them up.
Crocus is doing the dance. So I'm going to move your characters into position here. So Leon and Fergus, as you stand at the base of the tomb, you see looking at the ground, at the tomb itself, and then outward, kind of upward, you now see the kind of symbol dance that you need to do. You clap your hands together, pushing outward. You bring your hands back around in a circle into the clapping position and then outward, like you're swimming, kind of like you're swimming through the water. And as you do that, as you guys kind of like just do that for fun, like just practicing, the water in the tomb kind of begins to shimmer and shake and slowly kind of leak out the pipes onto the hand symbols. And you guys stop and look at each other and you're like, whoa, okay. So this door seems like it's been made specifically for you. And that's why nobody's been able to open it yet. You can see there's slash marks and pieces of the stone missing, like people have chopped at it and slashed at it trying to open it. But you guys are the first to actually like be able to water bend. You're the first like people who are able to like really move the water and get it to the positions it needs to be. So you push the water from the tomb using your dance, and the tomb slides open, revealing a stairwell that goes deeper down into the temple.
Ooh.
So, as you're both staring at the stairwell, kind of downward into the darkness, just very faintly in the darkness, you hear a noise come up from the depths. And as you hear these growls...
Oh, no.
Coming from the depths, you all kind of look at each other, and the mission is almost over. The stairwell has revealed to you, as you all look down to where you think the trident probably is. That is where we'll end it for today, and we'll pick it up next time for the last part of the dungeon.